Nirankari. Saints, today is the modern era, the age of fast technology. We would like to transmit and receive communication at lightning speeds. We use 3G, 4G, Facebook, chat on WhatsApp, and we want everything super fast. Forget about information and communication. In fact, we also want a solution to all our problems in life super fast. And in this fast life, we tend to forget that just as a human body requires food, it is our soul that requires spirituality. It requires God knowledge, self-realization and God realization. And it is with this God knowledge, this spirituality, that we as human beings can lead a peaceful life. Since we have all heard Sadhguru Babaji saying that man is not just a human being with spiritual experience, rather man is a spiritual being with a human experience. And I was thinking about this. What is the difference between a spiritual being and a human being? What is the difference between the experiences, spiritual experience and a human experience? And this thought gave rise to several others that made me realize I have been missing the true essence of spirituality for all these years. A human being is one that conforms to only logic. A human being tries to see everything in two colors, right and wrong. A human being sees success and failure as two opposite poles and always tries to reach the pole of success in everything he does. Because a human being thinks that he is in complete control of his life. But a human can only be as perfect as the word human itself. And when this human being tries to embrace the Lord Almighty and walk on the path of spirituality, we call it a spiritual experience. On the other hand, if we talk about a spiritual being conforms to only one thing, surrenderance to Almighty, to God, to Nirankari. This spiritual being knows and understands the eternal truth that he is not the body outside, he is the soul within. He is the part of this Almighty, he is a spirit. This spiritual being has the outer covering her body just to lead a human life. When this spiritual being embraces humanity as a whole and leads a human life, this is called as a human experience. And this, my friends, is what I believe is what Sadhguru Baba Hardev Singh Ji Maharaj has been trying to tell us and explain to us from time to time, that we are spiritual beings from within. We are not this outer body or this covering or this shell. We are spiritual beings who should learn to live, who should have a human experience in this life. And another difference that we see between a human being and a spiritual being is that a human being will always apply logic to whatever he sees, whatever he does. For example, if we look at a painting, we may criticize the colors or we may like the design, but we will never as viewers understand what was in the mind of the painter when he was painting. Similarly, in spirituality, when we think as human beings, we try to understand the Creator. Forget about spirituality, we try to understand the Creator himself by just looking at his creation around us, which is not possible. The same logic does not apply in spirituality. The only logic in spirituality is surrenderance. Surrenderance, letting go of your ego, letting go of yourself completely into the hands of the true master. And when we talk about spirituality or leading a spiritual being's life, it does not come by looking at others who are experiencing spirituality. We can't just observe others who are spiritual beings and try to understand and learn spirituality. We can't read books on spirituality to understand them. We will have to experience it ourselves. An example that illustrates this is of a boy who wants to ride a cycle. He wants to ride a cycle just like his friend, but he is not confident enough to sit on the bike. So what this guy does is, he observes his friend every day, how this friend of his balances himself, and he comes back home and reads the book about the art of balancing and riding a bike. Several weeks passed by. His father approached him and asked him, "Son, if you really want to ride the bike, this is not the right way of doing it." The father guided him that he will have to himself sit on a bike, try it once. He may fall. He may fall a couple of times, but that is how you learn the art of balancing. And under the guidance of the father, the boy one day learned to ride the bike. Similarly, in spirituality, we can't understand spirituality by looking at other spiritual beings who claim that they are spiritual. We have to experience it ourselves. We can't just read books about spirituality, but we need the guidance. Like the boy needed the guidance of his father, we as spiritual beings need the guidance of the true Lord Master, the Master of today, Sadhguru Baba Hardev Singh Ji Maharaj. We need the guidance to walk on the path of spirituality. And when we come to the true Master for spirituality, we have to let go of ourselves completely. The point reiterated again, letting go completely. The hardest part about the modern age today is letting go. An example that illustrates this is if I'm standing here today and if I hold a glass of water in my hand and if I stand here for an hour, my hand will start feeling the pain. If I stand like this for 4 to 8 hours, my hand may become numb and my body may start feeling the pain. And saints, what will happen if I stand like this for 2 or 3 days on the Samagam ground just like this? The pain may start increasing and spread to my entire body and I may even be paralyzed. Now just to think about it, throughout the 24 hours or 48 hours, the weight of the glass is exactly the same that it was in the first hour. Then how is it that the same glass which is so light in the first hour becomes so heavy after 48 hours that it can even paralyze me? It is because the weight of the glass may be light enough, but if I hold on to it for a very long time, it may cause paralysis. We have a lot of problems in life today. In this modern age, we have a lot of burden, pressure of our office, work, responsibilities. But if we hold on to the smallest of problems in our life for a very, very long time, it can cause severe pain and paralyze us. And this is exactly why spirituality is the need of the hour. It is required today because it teaches us to let go. We all come here and attend satsang and samagam. We come here with our broken hearts and broken desires and broken life and seek blessings from His Holiness and ask Him to fix our life. But we are just like that small child who comes to his father and tells him, "Father, my toy is broken. Please fix my toy." But he does not let go of the toy. He is holding on to it. We hold on to our shattered dreams and want Babaji to fix it. We keep on holding on to it and say, "Babaji, please fix our life." How can the Sadguru fix it until we let go? We have to learn to let go. Saints, we have to learn to lead our lives as spiritual beings. Remember that we are spirits and not the outer body. And we have to lead our lives as Sadhguru has told us to, as spiritual beings with a human experience and not just as a human being with spiritual experience. Saints, bless me too that I too and all of us sitting here can act and be spiritual beings with human experience and not just lead life with spiritual as human beings and just talk about spirituality. Saints, say with love, Dhananka.